Hello, this is Nick, head coach of the Mount Silver Scythers, and I'm doing commentary for Amber and Brendan's battle because Amber is cursed. Just cursed. She's just cursed. There's a curse on her, and it makes it so she can't do commentaries. So I guess I'm gonna do it for her. So we got Mission coming out first. That shiny green, whatever it's called, Espeon against like a surgeon. Right. Oh yeah, this battle. Okay, I'm remembering things now. Oh shit, that's shiny. Okay, I'm remembering things now. So Brenden made a mistake, I believe, on one of the moves for his Espeon, where I don't think it had Dazzling Gleam, which is why it left against like a surgeon. Also, it probably didn't want to take a knockoff. So yeah, knocks off some leftovers. Like a surgeon leaves because he doesn't want to get hit with a Moonblast. Couch Potato comes in because it can eat up a Moonblast all day long. And Moonblast comes out. And it's not going to do much. Yeah, no, not much at all. So yeah, this battle's got some back and forth and lots of Couch Potato coming in and out and doing things like that. And if it sounds like I'm distracted while I'm doing this, it's because I am. Because I'm playing, whatchamacallit? Enter the Gungeon right now because I can. So yeah, especially because this battle you got a bunch of slow stuff. Alright, even though I think, yeah, this is where we get some dirt nasty infestation going on. I like it. Like trapping things, it's something that he does well. Just BP, it can just stick things in there. And then just be like, yo, I'm gonna just chill out over here and you're not gonna kill me. So let's just do that. Knocks off the Black Sludge. Starts setting up Toxic Spikes, which actually is not great because his Poison type is currently out, so it can't switch out and eliminate those by landing on top of them, as Poison types like to do. So, Thunder Punch. Which, one of the issues here is, Brenden gets a little bit too randy with his, muck out there. And he is taking Scalds every turn, so he's in some danger of having his attack halved with a burn. So his Thunder Punches are doing pretty well. But Couch Potato's kind of just recovering away most of that damage. So it doesn't really end up being a very progressive situation for either of them. And then again, it's super effective. Used Recover, like getting a lot of the same stuff happening each time. Oh, that just started a fire. Interesting. And then a knockoff because he's just trying to do some more damage. I don't know why he wasn't going for more Thunder Punches. Maybe he was expecting something to switch, but he finally does get the burn, which sucks, homie, because now your attack is halved. So even if you stuck it in there again, you're not going to kill it eventually. It will win the stall against you. So my baloney comes out. He's all shiny and chrome. And he gets infested as well. And then we got some Black Sludge and this and that. It's a whole lot of fun stuff going on in this battle. Just a whole lot of fun stall type stuff, you know? And I have to say, like, stall is something that Amber's team does really well, so trying to go toe to toe with stall is not usually the best. Unless you can match that stall. But even then, yeah, no, he's not able to match the stall. He did pretty well though. That muck can be dirt nasty if it can hold things in long enough. We've seen it in the past doing its gluttony. What, lychee berry? No, it's not lychee berry. I don't remember what berry he uses, but a berry of some type that gives him some health back. And Heal Bell goes out. Get rid of them status ailments, which might have been a poison at this point. Oh yeah, probably a poison because of the Toxic Spikes that it set down. Yeah, and that's one of those things where I think Brenden gave up his muck a little too easily, because that thing definitely would help him get rid of toxic spikes and just kind of generally deal with things. But it is dead, so he can't do anything with it anymore. So yeah, lots of things kind of just come in and out against this Toxapex. This is a lot of people's hardest thing, is taking out just the big stall of Toxapex, because it's, you know, it stalls really well. And then when it stops stalling well, it can just switch out. And it recovers health with that regenerator ability. And we have like a Sturgeon coming out, even though I think, I'm trying to remember what this had, like, I think it had Toxic instead of Dazzling Gleam, which was a huge, not checking your moves before the battle cost him dearly. Because now that he didn't have Dazzling Gleam, he couldn't just set up and go to town. Which I would have to say is probably part of the reason why this battle did not go Brendan's way. But, you know, you never know. Things can happen. Will-O-Wisp goes out on him, but he's a special attacker, so he doesn't really care all that much. Interesting weapon I have right now in this game. So yeah, 911's kind of just sitting out here. Wonderful name, Brenden. You're just a great person with these nicknames. These very nice, wholesome, family-friendly nicknames. Well, and I died in the gun. Enter the dungeon. Okay. This isn't working. This is probably not a very interesting commentary. But it's because I'm cursed, or I'm not cursed. That's what it is. 911 gets knocked off, and he's burned. He's just taking lots of damage. It's not going too well for 911 right now. 911's having a bad day. I think he was kind of hoping to get a freeze or something, because that would have been nice for him if he could have gotten a freeze on like a surgeon, because then it might have given him a chance to actually do something. Because these are doing good damage, but not enough. Especially if every time she kind of just heals because she knows he's not going to be able to do enough to kill her. And a burn, and a knockoff, and a switch, and an ice beam, and a burn, and a burr. Edict comes out on the roost, which, I think, I don't know what Edict can really do to 911, because its poison isn't going to do tons. So like this ice beam is going to hurt it a whole lot. Almost OHKOs it. And the Slurge Berm. Actually, I guess that does decent damage. But it does not survive 2 of those, so it is definitely going to need to switch this turn. So I don't know if Brenden just went for another ice beam. He does go for the ice beam. What? Normal damage? Which that is also enough to 2-hit KO. So this is like, this was a point where like Brenden definitely had her on the ropes. Like he could just keep roosting and nothing can really take him out. Like even that for resisted still did a decent amount of damage. And like he's already burned and he doesn't have an item, so like he's not going to take extra damage from things and he can't get statused anymore. So he's kind of in a good spot right here. Toxic spikes, even though this is not good for Brenden, because with these toxic spike setups he has no way to naturally clear them, so like he can't bring in Muck to just get rid of them automatically. His Earth Power is going to come out and do big fat damage, so like, and now that I think that's 3 layers of toxic spikes, so padding stats right here, Much Amber. It's like you do this every season. Couch Potato switches out for my baloney. And then my baloney gets hit with an Earth Power. How much does that do? That does enough for a 2-hit KO. So man, at this point I'm really wondering, how did Brenden like mess this up? Because my baloney goes down. Easy right there. And then like 4 other Pokemon on your team. So I think this is the point where literally only one thing. Like I think this is where... No, okay, he withdraws 9/11. So like, yeah, I think this is where he made a mistake, because like obviously he wanted to switch out because you don't want to lose your Kyurem, because as we've just seen, Kyurem literally 2-shots every single thing on on Amber's team, except for this. And that knockoff comes out, and it does a whole lot of damage, and the Earthquake does probably a whole lot of damage back. Ooh, no, barely over half. And then he dies to his poison. What does... Yeah, this! Like, what the fuck, Brenden? Why did you bring this back in? Unless you know you're faster than him, why would you bring him back in? Oh, it doesn't even matter. Sucker Punch. At a +2 stab, yeah, that kills. Yeah, that was a huge mistake on Brendan's part. I think he should have brought in literally anything else and gone for an attack to kill this Bisharp, because if once Bisharp was dead, Kyurem just shit all over Amber's team. So like, yeah, I think that was Brendan's biggest mistake, was sacrificing Kyurem right there. So I'm not exactly sure what his thought process was, but I would have brought in literally everything else. Oh god. That was a bad idea too. Why'd you go for it? I mean, I guess to get rid of the toxic spikes, but... yeah, I don't know what Brenden was thinking at that point. Because I'm pretty sure he pretty much had the battle in the bag. Like, yeah, this doesn't kill, I don't think. No, it does kill. So, like... Brenden. Yeah, man. You made a big, huge mistake. That Kyurem coming in was the worst mistake you could make. Because, like, Kyurem coming in would have one-shot this Amoonguss at this point. Like, just utterly would have one-shotted it. Couch Potato with that much health. Yep, that would have been a one-shot from Earth Power. And still would have been faster. And this V-Create drops, what, speed and defenses? I mean, that did a good chunk of damage, but right, I think this is... yeah, he also apparently, like, this Victini could have done some damage as well. So, like, Foil comes out, this thing's not going to outspeed. And, like, it gets killed by the Bolt Strike. So, like, I think Brenden made a couple, like, huge fatal flaws in this match. Hurt by Rocky Helmet, but he's still got a nice amount of health and outspeeds everything that's left on Amber's team. This is where he makes the mistake. Because he told me he accidentally presses Toxic here. Like, Brenden, 2 huge mistakes that absolutely cost you this fight. Like, huge mistakes. Like, I know Victini would have taken super effective Sucker Punch damage, but that's why you should have just brought in, whatchamacallit. After you, like, when Ricky was out there and trying to set up, you should have just brought in either Mission. Well, no, Mission didn't have Dazzling Gleam, so you should have just brought in Florges. Florges would have just done, and yeah, now Espeon literally can't do anything, so yeah. Sacrificing Kyurem, and, like, 3 big mistakes for this fight. So not having Dazzling Gleam, sacrificing Kyurem, and not bringing in Florges onto the Bisharp. Those were, like, huge fatal flaws that cost you this fight, where you should have just dunked on her team at the end right there. So sorry to be so hypercritical, but yeah, Brenden, that is absolutely, like, several big mistakes which cost you that battle. But yeah, that was that fight. Sorry for being cursed, Amber. You squeaked that one out due to some big flaws and mistakes, but we'll see where you guys go in the future, you lovely little kids. Alright, bye.